Hello and welcome to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. And today I was thinking about, because I always like to do a little bit of a talk before I start. And I know that we're going to have two wonderful callers hopefully call in today. And so before we're waiting for the callers to come in, I was thinking about, the meaning of life and what's it all about. And when you connect to a medium, then what is actually happening is you are connecting to one of your loved ones in the spirit world, and you got to sort of like marvel at that, and you got to think sort of, isn't that amazing? Isn't that just incredible that we are able to communicate? You can communicate with your loved ones in the spirit world. They can say things like hello and I love you and all sorts of things they can say. But I just think that's just so incredible. But then I've got this amazing inquiring mind. I just, I'm never satisfied with an answer. And I'm always looking to sort of understand things on a deeper level. But then you have to sort of think to yourself, well, if there is sort of, our loved ones in the spirit world, then there is a spirit world. There is something that's larger than life than where we are now. And then, of course, it sort of begs to sort of, go that step further. Then, who sort of has created all this? Who is in charge of all this? And does, certain people, just because we can connect to a loved one, does it mean that we can connect to, say, a deity or people from the Bible or things like that. And I'm very lucky to be able to do that and have done for the last 2 years, which I just think is just absolutely, incredible that I'm able to connect with some of these people from the spirit world. And so I think sort of, and that's the other thing, sort of, a lot of people will say to me, well, God is love. Love is God. Well, yes, he is. And yes, that's correct. Of course it's correct. But I can't help but think, well, there's more to that, isn't there? Because he's more than just love. He's created so much and he's done so much. And I think that, but I think that we in our lives, I think it's so important that we, are loving to one another and support each other in each other's lives and, love thy neighbour. And I think that if we're doing good in the world and loving to other people, then what is that we are operating in the light. Because if we're working in love and forgiving people and doing all those sort of things that, us mediums we're always banging on about and talking about. But if we're doing those sort of things, then we're actually operating in the light. And if we're operating in the light, that has to be good for us. That has to absolutely be good for us, helping somebody, being charitable, loving people, forgiving people, and doing all those sort of things is just an incredible way to be in our lives. So anyway, I do believe I have Demi in Dudley, West Midlands. Are you there, Demi?
I am, yes.
Sorry about the delay. We had a little bit of a setback with the signal. So have you ever had a reading before?
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
Oh, so, well, just to sort of help you along, I am a medium. Now, that means that I'm able to connect with loved ones in the spirit world, but also I'm able to ask for guidance about your life. Is there a particular area where you'd like me to focus? Because we only have a short space of time to do it in. So,
I was actually hoping that I'd be able to get in touch with one of my loved ones that have recently passed away.
And who's that? And I'll ask my guides to get them.
It's actually a friend. She passed away in a car accident not long ago. Her name's Charlie.
Charlie, right, okay, let's see if I can get her. Um, okay, right, I've got Charlie, she's coming through, but she's coming through with a grandmother at the same time. And what I'm being told is the grandmother has sort of helped her cross over. I know that she's definitely in the spirit world, and she's actually very, very safe and very alive as well. Um, what I'm being told about Charlie is I feel that she was somebody that was full of fun, and a good laugh, and sort of, like, I feel that people sort of, were drawn to her. She had I just feel like she had a great personality. She was good fun. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
I also feel that, was this a new car, or I feel like a brand new car, or new to her, or somebody's new car, whoever the cars was? Because I just get that feeling of it being fairly new. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And she's making me feel like she's guilty because she feels sorry for the person with the car. She just feels sort of, I feel like there's an uncomfortableness about, she's worrying about the car. Isn't that silly? It's like, a car can be replaced, can't it?
It can, yeah.
I do feel that that's sort of, her personality. I think she makes me feel like she would sort of be worrying about everybody else and checking up on everybody, and she was always sort of, thinking about other people's feelings before herself. And she's making me feel as though, you and her, or certainly herself, I feel that she had some plans to go away on holiday, and that hasn't been able to sort of obviously come about. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
Was that with you? Because I feel like I'm going to go away with some friends, or a group of you. I'm not sure, but I just feel like it's. I feel like she's sad about that. Were you involved with that?
It was her other close friend she was supposed to be going on holiday with next year, but they never got around to doing it.
Right. But she's talking about this holiday, and she's making me feel as though it was going to be like this amazing thing that they were talking about, like an amazing sort of trip. And she was really sort of excited about it. I also feel that she was looking to get, either, I get the feeling with her that she was looking to, get a job, or get a new job, or something like that. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
And I feel that she's making me feel as though she's really excited about, this possibility that was coming her way, and she's sort of, disappointed that she's unable to, embark on this new job. She's making me feel as though her mother.
Yes.
And I feel that her very well. It wouldn't be difficult for you to sort of talk to her. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Because she's telling me that you've known her for a long time, and she wants her mum to know that she's all right. And she's telling me that she's with Granny. So I don't know if one of her grandmothers was known as Granny, but I just know that she's with her grandmother, since she's been in the spirit world. There's been some talk about some sort of organisation like some sort of memorial or some sort of planting or something to do in memory of her. And but I don't think anything's come to fruition. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, that's right, because we haven't actually, the family haven't actually decided where they want to put her ashes yet.
Yeah.
It hasn't been decided yet.
But I know that they when they do, I feel that they want to do something special in honor of her.
Yes, that's
I feel
right.
that she has I feel that she has a brother as well. Would that make sense?
Yes, she does. She has a younger brother.
And I feel that I felt that he was younger, and I feel that he is struggling with the loss of his sister. He's
Yeah,
particularly struggling.
that's right.
Um, and I feel that there's been some talk about him having some counselling, because I just get that feeling that he's really struggling with the loss of his sister. Um, she's making me feel as though you went to school with her.
Yes, that's right. I did.
And I feel like I've got this sort of almost like a sense of a best friend, or of that sort of nature. Would you understand that?
Yes.
And I'm being drawn to primary school as well. Would you have gone to primary school?
It was only secondary school that we went to together.
Okay, because I just heard the word primary school, so maybe she's talking about something else. Um, um, I feel that somebody is around her is thinking about having a tattoo linked to Charlie, um, with a sort of a date on it as well. Would you know anything about that?
Yeah, it was something that me, her, and some of our school friends were going to do a long time ago. We were supposed to get a tattoo done of all the same, and since she's passed away, we met back up and decided that we were actually still going to go ahead and do it in memory of her.
Yes, because she's talking about these tattoos. Oh, how lovely. Oh, that's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, let's see. She's she's really excited to be able to talk to you, because she's making me feel as though you're the one that would have been brave enough to do this, like get in touch with the medium. She's making me feel like the others may be a bit scared. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
And so she's glad. She's really glad that you've done this. Now I know that I get that feeling that if you go onto my Facebook page after the show, my name is Gail Moffat, and so there will, or on A1R Radio, but I'll do just the individual show on my page, and so you can watch the rerun or show it to other people if you like, and so remember the name, so that you can see this again. Also, I feel that did you ever have bracelets that are connected to you?
Yes.
Because she's showing me a bracelet and she says I've still got it. Like, she makes me feel like she's still got it. I wonder whether, my mind's just come in, and I thought, the fact that she's saying she still got it, I wonder whether she was buried with it on. Just anyway, that was my mind coming in. She's desperately, desperately wants to speak to her mum, and desperately wants you to tell her that she's okay, and she's very worried about her brother. I don't feel. Did she not have a particularly good relationship with her father?
She had her mum and dad got divorced not long before she passed. So it was a little bit rocky, but I think she was more her dad than she was her mom. So I'm not sure if that's why she'd want to get in touch with her, because I know just before the passing, her and her mom weren't on very good terms.
Yeah, but I just get the feeling that she's I just get that feeling with her dad that she when I look at her, she feels. I know what you've just said to me, so, but I'm actually going to contradict what I'm feeling, because she's making me feel as though she's more worried about her mum, almost like her dad is holding it together, and that's the feeling I'm getting. But she's saying to me that she just wants, her family to know that she's all right and she's with Granny. And she's thanking you for calling in. Sadly, we always run out of time because there's never enough time on these shows. But do remember to come and connect with me on Facebook, and you'll be able to see the show afterwards.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Demi, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. So we have Brianna in Toledo, Ohio. Are you there, Brianna?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, and how are you this evening?
I'm fine.
Now, I am a medium, so I can connect to loved ones in the spirit world, or I can, excuse me, clearing my throat, or I can ask my guides for guidance. Is there a particular area where you'd like me to focus? We've only got a few minutes, so...
I want to connect to my grandmother. Hello?
Your grandmother?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, it just cut out then. It's your grandmother, did you say?
Excuse me?
It's your grandmother you want to connect to, is that correct?
Yes.
Right, let's have a look. Okay, I feel I have a lady here with me, and I feel this is your grandmother, and I'm being made aware that when I connect to her, I'm being made aware as though she was very good at cooking traditional food, and I feel that she's making me feel as though your family come from a different place, and it's like you're connecting to the she's able to cook traditional food from where your family come from. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
And I feel that she's also quite a giggler. She giggles, yes. She laughs. She's just sort of, she's so sweet, isn't she? When I'm connected to her, I just think she's so sweet. What an adorable lady. She's giggling away with me and wanting to cook everything under the sun for me. And she's showing me plantains. So she must have cooked a lot with done some recipes with plantains. Does that make sense to you?
With plantain?
Yes.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Because she was just showing me the plantains, and I she's also saying to me that she's making me feel as though there's a sort of a special occasion coming up in your family, and I don't know whether that's just with yourself or with generally with people, but I know that whatever it is, I just get that feeling from you is that you're a little bit sad and a little bit, that your grandmother's not going to be there to witness it, because you've always sort of, I feel like you would have loved your grandmother to be there, whatever the situation is. Does that make sense to you? Because I can feel that sort of sadness that she's coming to me, because she makes me feel as though this is something that's quite sort of prominent now, round about now, and she's saying to me that she's going to make it a point of being there anyway, like she's going to be. Now I'm seeing a baby as well. Have you either had a baby or pregnant or thinking about having a baby? Because I'm seeing a baby with you.
I just had a baby last month.
Yay!
I mean, last week. I'm sorry, last week I just had a baby.
Yeah, well, you see, I got that information from your grandmother. Isn't that incredible? She knows that you've had the baby, and that's what she was talking about. I knew that there was a special something that just happened round about now. And, so she's... now, you've been thinking about... When you were thinking about the names, are you going to be including a name which is a family name in with the baby?
Yes, my name. And my auntie name is her middle name.
Right, yes, because I just get that feeling that you're looking to include a family name for the baby. And
yes.
And she's saying to me that there's something somebody must be having a birthday round about now as well. I mean, obviously the baby's had a birthday, but I feel like somebody else is having a birthday round about.
My little cousin's birthday is today.
Right, okay. So she's
great grandkids.
Well, because she's just holding out a birthday cake and handing it to you.
A birthday that just came in. It's her granddaughter's day. Mama called. I'm gonna put Mama.
The trouble is with a spiritual birthday cake is you can't eat it. But what a shame. I bet it would be the nicest tasting cake ever. But she's just saying to me that she's acknowledging the birthday as well, and she's sort of almost saying how amazing is that the baby's born and then somebody's birthday and it's all happening at the same time, and she's just like almost like squealing with delight and excitement with me. She's so excited. She's talking about the summer holidays as well, during some of your school holidays as you're growing up. And she's making me feel as though you would have stayed with her during those holidays.
Yes. Yes. Always. I was a granny's girl.
Quite right too. And well, if I had this lovely lady as my granny, I'd be a granny's girl too, because she's gorgeous and she's just full of fun and full of laughter. But she's saying to me that she just really thoroughly enjoyed the time with you during those holidays, and she makes me feel like she always wants to get into mischief. She makes me feel like she's a little bit naughty. Is your grandmother? I feel. There's just a little sort of like naughty side to her. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Oh, she's gorgeous. And now the other thing that I want to say is that with your grandmother, she's saying she's wanting to come through on a more personal note with you, and I'm just trying to get what she's trying to say. She's talking about a relationship. Are you in a relationship at the moment?
Yes.
Okay, because she's talking about your relationship, and I think she's not bringing forward any sort of negativity about it, but she's saying you need to keep him on his toes. Keep him sort of, interested all the time. Keep him on his toes. She's funny, isn't she?
Yeah.
she's and I feel, can you imagine her saying that to you?
Yes.
Now, have you got a sister?
Do I have a sister?
Yes.
No, I don't have a sister, but me and my cousins was more like sisters.
Right, because I know
I have
that
a
there's
sister on my
another
dad's side. I have sisters on my dad's side, not on my mom.
I know that there is another girl that would have spent some time during the holidays with you and your grandmother.
Her granddaughter's here.
Would that be your cousin that you talked about?
Yes.
Because she's just, and I feel like it was just that it would quite often be just the two of you with your grandmother.
Yes.
And she's saying that she used to organise all sorts of things, all sorts of games, all sorts of she would get so excited about having you. I think that we never have long enough on this show, because when I do private readings I do it for about an hour, but I want to say to you that your grandmother is she's alive in the spirit world. She's just got her personality just in the way she had when she was here. A lovely personality, gorgeous lady. And she's aware of what's going on in your life, i.e. you've had a baby. So I think that's just remarkable. So lovely to know that about your grandmother. And she says that she does come around you quite a lot as well.